Let's see. Hey everybody, Sunny Bonani, welcome to my channel. Hello. Please say hello in the comment section, guys. This is an interactive Nkosi. Okay, siyahleba namhlanje sihleba about episode 4 wethu Uthando Nesthembu. Let me just send this message and then because I gaxaza namhlanje, guys. Please let me know, guys, because sometimes I speak on the live, kanti ngikhuluma ngedwa, people cannot even hear me. So please let me know in the comment section what you think about this episode. Also, just let me know if you can hear and you can hear me clearly and you can see me clearly, you guys. But we're going to do episode 4. Of course, I'm still, for those who like my full review, I'm still going to do the full review of Uthando Nesthembu episode 4 like I normally do. So this is just us talking about the highlights of the episode. What were the highlights, you guys? It's the tears for me. There were so many, there was so much tears in this episode, you guys. From Umselegu, yeah, Umselegu Skebengu, yes, Umselegu Skebengu. He was busy manipulating his wives with the tears this time. I don't know if you guys felt like the tears were real, because I did not feel like any. I did not feel like any of those tears were real. I just feel like Umselegu is up to, Amatrix Ag, because he wants to get away with whatever it is that he wants to get away with. And I just felt like that, you guys. I really did. I didn't feel like the tears were real, but okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happened in today's episode, you guys. So obviously, there is that storyline that they are insisting on dragging Siga number 5. I really thought, guys, it was going to be like an episode or 2 or whatever, and then we were gonna be over a story Siga number 5, and we were gonna be moving on to other things. But I don't know. At this point, I feel like we just have to accept ukuthi story Siga number 5 is also going to be the main storyline this season, because honestly I thought that we were over it. We're going to be talking about other things. If we are in episode 4 and they are still on that story line, it's obvious that it's going to be around for the rest of the season, you guys. I'm so over in the number 5, but we're going to talk about it. Thank you so much, Andy, for joining me. What did you think about this episode? I can't wait to see your reviews as well, you guys. So obviously Umselego wanted to call that meeting that abekhuluma ngayo last week, in terms of number 5, because he wants to talk about ukuthi, is he taking number 5 or not. So basically, mentally, I felt like he was preparing his wives, but with the manipulation, he was manipulating them into thinking that the meeting was about number 5, taking number 5 as a wife. And then when he got there, he was talking about something else, you guys. Like we always say, it always seemed like Umselegu has agreements with Umacele. I do understand that Umacele as Undlunkulu, as the first wife, obviously he has to bypass every decision that he makes by her. But it just seemed like mabeba nama conversations, you can feel ukuthi kunama agreements that are between the two of them, that they've made certain agreements here in this relationship. And so the first person that he had that meeting with was Umacele, to say, listen, there's been some changes in the way that I'm going to do what I'm going to do when it comes to number 5. Number 1, you guys, Umseleku says ukuthi there was uMakhumalo because remember phela in season 5 bekunoMakhumalo who was supposed to be taken as number 5 because ubezothathelwa indlu kaMakhumalo ukuze akwazi ukuthi athole iy'ngane, remember. So obviously for him to say uzothatha uMakhumalo, we would have had to assume ukuthi okay, there is intombazana athandana nayo from Khumalo, from the Khumalo surname, okay? So, but then season 5 waphela, we never met uMakhumalo. So when season 6 starts, we wondering, did uMakhumalo ever exist, okay? So what he is saying, Mseleki, is that uMakhumalo umdampile, because obviously uMacele was not happy with ukuthathwa kuka number 5 Makhumalo, and also uMakhumalo was not happy with ukuthathwa kuka number 5 Makhumalo, you guys. I don't know if you guys believe ukuthi there was ever uMakhumalo. You know, I really feel like Umselegu is at a point where he understands what gets the viewers talking, and that's what he's going to do for the show. I really like, I would only believe that story if really number 5 came and say, yes, I am the girl from the Kumalo family that Umselegu was going to marry and ended up not marrying. I feel like there was never Uma Kumalo. That was just something to get us talking. And it was an interesting story, guys, that he was going to take Uma Kumalo, who had the same surname as one of his other. So I don't believe, guys, I don't know what you guys think, but I really just feel like at this point, I feel like maybe there was never even Uma Kumalo. There was going to be taken Akukho Ntombi edampiwe just because the other wives didn't want intombi ukuthi ibe uMakhumalo. So umseleke ukuthi ke umdampile uMakhumalo lo abezomthatha as number 5, so he dumped her. And now he's got another one, this one wakamtolo, okay? So the mtolo one is the one now ozothathwa, okay? So first when they have that conversation with uMacele, and it gets emotional because I guess ukuthi he is saying to uMacele ukuthi he's changing indaba yokuthathwa kuka-number 5. He feels bad about the fact that he convinced Umacele to agree to him taking the other wives, yet the other wives don't agree for him to take the the number 5. Okay. Umacele, her sadness was one thing she doesn't want to, it's that akafuni ukuthi amakhosikazi ahambe. He doesn't want any of the wives to leave the family. He wants all of the wives to remain within the family. That is her goal. However, she is disappointed at the fact that even though she is supportive of everybody staying, because she's like, amukho unkosikazi ozohamba. So even though she is supportive of everybody staying, in this Isthembu, but she is disappointed that so she's supporting everybody to stay, but she's disappointed that everybody else is not supportive of Umselegu. So ideally, Umacele, she would love to see the wives support Umselegu more in his pursuit of taking number 5, basically. That's what she's saying. If I agreed to it, why can't they agree to it? So at some point, Umselegu uyakhala, guys, ukhaliswa yiyona leyo nto ukuthi he has had to change his decision to take number 5, and he's crying for indaba yokuthi uMacele has sacrificed so much for the family. Angazi, I didn't feel like the tears were genuine, you guys. I just feel like Umseleki was just being dramatic. In this episode, he actually cries twice because when they actually have a meeting, all of them together, and he is introducing Indaba Kamamtolo, which is basically the new girlfriend that he's gonna take now, he cries again. Yes, I feel bad because and I'm saying Matthias Gamselego were not genuine, but it really honestly just didn't feel genuine to me. It felt like yabona la sidlala. Yabona lana nje sidlala umseleko. Ayikho lento lena, you guys. Ayikho indaba kaMseleko, and the tears. So then the other interesting thing was that eventually the meeting day comes and every wife comes, all of the wives, the 4 wives are there, and Umselego is there. By the way, guys, the stick is Kamselego, Induku Kamselego was in attendance, Umqhele Kamselego was in attendance. I've been telling you, there's something about that stick that he is carrying this season. He's taking it everywhere with him. So now He gets in, greets everybody, calls everybody ondlunkulu, ebabhuqa abantu. Uyababhuqa nje ubabiza ngondlunkulu, and then he talks about indaba yokuthi ufuna ukuthatha-ke uMaMtolo. Mangwabe's position is, listen, Umseleko has always been somebody that has girlfriends. So if he is saying he wants to take a girlfriend, so what is the difference really? There's no difference because the person is not going to be a wife. So to me, it doesn't make a difference. And it looks like Umangwabe is more against Umseleko taking somebody as a wife than having somebody as a girlfriend, because she's like, what difference does it make? He's always had girlfriends. So Loma Mtolo Loyo is just going to be one of the girlfriends, I guess. So she's not really feeling hurt about it. She's not feeling ruffled about it and all of that. So she says, go to get whichever wife wants to meet Umamtolo can meet her. So I don't know how this girlfriend now is gonna be special compared to the other girlfriends that he has, because he does have other girlfriends, they say. Uma Khumalo-ke yena was just like the situation, because she says ukuthi Umseleko usebadlala ingqondo. He's playing mind games with them, because basically what he's saying is that, okay, fine, you don't want me to take number 5. Okay, I won't take number 5 as a wife. I won't pay lobola for her, but she's still there. Uma Khumalo is that there is no number 5, but there is a number 5. You know, because the only thing that is not going to happen is Umseleko paying ilobola, you know. So can we really say that there isn't a number 5, you guys? Anyway, thank you so much, Mam Kopozi, for joining me, watching as I prepare to record. I can't wait for your video, Confidence Kitchen. Hi, all. Thank you so much for joining. The husband of this channel is here. Thank you, baby, for joining me. Anyway, you guys, so here's the thing, guys, that I don't understand. Is there a woman out there who would want to join that family, but just join as a girlfriend, like with everybody else being the wife? Atiena, I am okay, Mina. I'm just going to join as a girlfriend. I don't mind. You must never ever lobola me. You must never ever marry me. I'm just going to join as a girlfriend. If this story is true, I'm surprised to see there's a woman out there who is willing to do that, because that's basically what Sumselego is saying. Uguti, she will bring the woman into the family, but he won't pay ilobola. He will bring the woman into the family, but he won't pay ilobola for her. So it surprises me because there's a woman who would allow that. But then, yeah, guys, maybe honestly, I'm a mind games, Kamselegu, because if you think about it, remember, it does sound like most of his wives, uba qedela ukuba lobola vele, when they are already in the family, already having their houses there, Kamselegu, maybe that is his strategy, where he will bring this woman into the family and everybody gets used to her. And maybe when they get along, then he will go back to saying, listen, this person has been with us for a long time, maybe I must pay lobola for her. And then at the end of the day, he will end up with the number 5 that, you know, he is always wanted. I don't know, you guys, maybe it is a strategy. And Mom Gobo says, a question, Dando, do you guys have, or have you heard of Mamtolo? A question. Guys have, or do you have a Mamtolo? Mtolo is a surname. I don't know if you mean that, Mamko. Mtolo is a surname. So you can have a Mamtolo. If someone comes from a Mtolo family, that is a Mamtolo. It's like Mdleche, Mam Mdleche. So yeah, we do have a Mtolo surname. I don't know if that's what you mean, really. In your culture, isiZulu, that is. Yeah, Mtolo is a surname. So I guess, yeah, I guess that is the girl's surname. Am I late? You're not late, Tops. We've just begun, but we're not going to be long today. We just talking about the highlights of this episode. Sanbona, thank you so much for joining us, Tops. Anyway, guys, for those who just joined us, we're talking about episode 4 of Uthando Nesthembu. Today, Umseleko has made a decision that he will not be taking on number 5 like an official wife, like paying lobola, but he will be taking somebody, I guess, as an official girlfriend. And whoever from the wives is interested in meeting the wife can meet the wife. and some are interested, some not. I feel like Umacele, number one, said no, she's not interested. That has been Macele's stance in anyways when it comes to girlfriends. If you're not going to be the wife, Macele has always said, if you're not going to be the wife, there is no need for me to meet you, you know. But Umacele is feeling like Umselegu is changing izinto that he had said before, because number one, he had said, he was going to take Umakumalo. Now the girl is not Umakumalo anymore. He says he dumped Umakumalo because obviously Macele was not happy with the girl being Wagakumalo, and also Umakumalo was not happy with the girl being Wagakumalo, so he dumped the Makumalo girl. Now he has a Mamtolo girl. Okay, so Umacele is not happy with, he's changed that, number one. Number two, he said she's not happy with Umselego is changing from, because he had always said he wanted a wife. There was never a time when he said he wanted a girlfriend. So now he's changing. He basically wants a girlfriend because he says, okay, the only thing he's not gonna do is pay lobola. So there will never be inkomo from Umselegu to Kwamtolo, but he wants to introduce the girl. So officially he wants to have a girlfriend over and above the other girlfriends that he has, which Umangwabe is saying, Vele, what's the difference? Okay, Mangwabe is not interested in meeting her. Umayeni sounded curious because she even wanted the first name. I think she wanted to Google. I think Umayeni wanted to Google the girl because she was like, okay, Mam Tolo, but what's the first name, Pilla? This information, she was like, this information is not complete. She wanted to Google, she wanted to search Facebook and Instagram and everything. And Umselig was like, no, he's not gonna give the first name. He's like, there's no need for me to give you guys the first name because she's not gonna be a wife. So why should I tell you? Umsele is very manipulative. In that meeting, he also cried. He cried so much in this episode, I couldn't keep up, you guys. He also cried. So Uma Khumalo was like, hey, le ndoda le isekabi. Uyazi ukuthi uma ekhala sizothinteka, you know. It was like, mina nje into engizoyenza ukuthi uma eqhubeka ekhala ngizombizela uMamtolo azomduduza. Ngizovela ngibiza uMamtolo azomduduza. Like, I didn't understand what he's crying for. The people that must be crying is the wives. That is emotionally abusing and manipulating right now. So Naledi says, I think he is playing mind games. He is playing mind games. The tears was just the, you know, manipulation at its best. And I think he succeeded when he was crying and it was just me, him, and Macele. But when it was all of them, they were like, crying. Really, like you're crying because you want to take another, you are going to take another, you know, a woman and bring them into the family. You are crying about that. Like it didn't work, it didn't really work. And my grandmother's name, so when I say hello, no more, sir. Mam Koba said my grandmother's name is Mam Tol. Oh, we have that clan name. Emma Close. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yes. Yes, Tinamtolo is a surname, so you would have a Mamtolo. Yes. Hello, everyone. Hi, Snekukum. And Tops at Mamko. I have noticed that a lot with Xhosa surnames, they have Zulu clan names. Yes, there is that thing, you guys. Nami, I am Madlamini Tops. Yes, Madlamini. Actually, my grandmother in on my father's side is Madlamini, you know, meaning that her surname is Dlamini. So, like, her maiden surname is Dlamini. So, she is Madlamini. Yeah, there is that where our surnames are used in Xhosa as clan names. When was this episode? It was tonight on channel 103, One Magic, but it repeats on Thursday next week. So those who are on Compact, I think, then they will watch it on Thursday. So it's still coming on Thursday, and I do the same thing for the Thursday group. So people that haven't seen it, so it played today at 7:30. And then almost a drama king. Shem crying for what now? I Bosh, he cried. Yeah, when I mean that, guys, I really believe Ugutu Musa, he has mastered in the what gets people talking about the show, what gets the views on the show. Because you remember last season when he cried, that episode where they did a party for him, and he cried so much while he was delivering that speech. I think that was one of the most watched episodes of Uthando Nesthembu and also most watched clips of Uthando Nesthembu. So he knows. I think he not only is he playing mind games with his wives and family, but he's also playing mind games with us as the viewers. So he knows that it got to people when he was crying that last time. In fact, when he was doing, there's an interview he did. Where was I watching him? Where they were asking, and he was like, "Actually, I cry all the time." So I this time I do guess it didn't pull at my heartstrings at all. It just felt like it's just money. But yeah, une drama, shame, une drama, Umselego. And it says that we Eswatini, we have Mamtolo, a praise surname for Fakutse surname. Fakutse surname. And Amaswati, I believe that Amaswati, like abantu bakamdletshe are Zulu, but Amaswatini kunabantu bakangomane. So that also works the same. There is Ngomane people in the Swatis, and Ngomane is our clan name, Kamdletshe. So there is that. Guys, we are one people. We are basically one people as Africans. We are Kulumselego. No, Msi, yes, uyagula kodwa ke he's making money. The show, I'm sure the show is making the money. I wonder though how much they get for doing the show. Manipulative and cloud chasing for sure. Like he knows how to play with people's emotions. My worry, you guys, is that my emotions of the wives, they always seem real, you know in reaction to what he says, in reaction to what he does. The wives reactions are always, they always seem real. So I always feel like it's almost like even when he's playing mind games with them or with the viewers, it's not like he gives them a heads up, which guys, it's not really like genuine, so don't be like hurt about this or whatever. I don't think that he does that. And so it's like we might not be watching him being 100% genuine, but the reaction of the wives might be genuine because maybe they don't know. Because I really don't, guys, do you believe that there was ever Makumalo? For him to just come back today and say he dumped Makumalo all of a sudden, I feel like I don't believe that. And Uma Kumalo went through so much, uh, like emotionally last season, thinking about the fact that Umseligo is thinking of taking somebody from her surname and all of that. So if there was never or a Makumalo, can you see ukuthi that's a part of abuse in when somebody does something like that, that ekuhlukumezayo ngomoya, but he knows at the back of his mind that he's not really going to do that. So yeah. Anyway, Joseph Chup, thank you so much for joining us. Musa is manipulative. I agree. Totally, I totally agree. Babi or Detective Samuel Bastolele, how American shows, they can easily get that information on certain websites when it comes to how much people are paid for doing reality shows. I've searched and searched and searched, and I don't know, they just don't publish such information. And it looks like even the cast members, they even when they do interviews and they're asked about it, they will answer around it. They will never give you a certain amount. So I really just, when it comes to our reality TV shows, I really have no idea. The only amount we ever knew was on Moja Love for Isencane Lengane. You remember when it was published that 45,000 for per episode, and that was supposed to be for the three of them, Ubab Dlamuka, Ulona, Ustupetsu, and his wife. So basically, they were getting what 15,000 per episode. But there was a while ago. After that, we never had any information. So I don't think that it is information that is easily available. But I would definitely like to know how much they make from the show. And I think it's a lot, the way Umselegu is willing to act because his acting skills have improved so much because of this show. And Macele, okay, I think I've skipped. Okay. Detective Samuel angimboni kule nsuku yazi Tops. Angimboni kule nsuku. I don't know what's happening with him. Macele wants Musa to take a fifth wife to spite I think she just feels like Macele. I agreed to it. What makes you think you are better than me when you are going to say no and be listened to? And I mean, who can blame her for feeling like that? Listen, if this man wants to take 10 wives, he is going to take 10 wives because now you were taken as another wife. But I mean, we all have those, evil thoughts anyana in us. So I guess Moses Tenjini, who can blame you for having such a thought to say, yo, I hope ukuthi ubaba wami takes another wife just to spite these two. But one thing on my I don't know how genuine it is, you guys. It seems genuine to me. I don't know what to think. One thing on my is that Agafuni, she doesn't want any of the wives to leave. That she does not want. And also, guys, it's Tembu. Kamselego is now a business, because that's the reason that all everybody is interested in the Kamselego. They are called to do public speaking, they are called to do the interviews, to do appearances, and even the show itself is a business. So umndeni wakamselego now being together as a symbol is now a business. There is a business structure now. So it makes sense that they don't want anybody to leave at this point because they don't want to lose, they don't want to lose money from it. So Nomsa says, I also think the production told Mangwabe to continue with being angry, go fit while to spice the show. It's possible. I think Mangwabe knows. Sometimes feel that she knows number 5 was never coming. The fact that she didn't leave, I think bangene kamereni and Umsele was like, Mangwabe, I'm not really going to take number 5. But for the show, let's just pretend, because really, honestly, if she was gonna leave, she would have left already. So I think that's the thing. It's possible. What you're saying, it's really possible. So maybe she knows there was never going to be number 5, but then yeah, they decided to act. And okay, I mostly have surnames different from clan names. For example, I am Madlanga Madla, etc. I am Bondo, but my surname is not Langa Madla, etc. In Zulu culture, surname is the same as the clan name. Angazi ngayichaza kanjani iy'thakazelo, guys, is like ngokamdletshe, but iy'thakazelo zami ngungomane, ngumnomo, ngumsindazwe. Iy'thakazelo kuma-clan names thina hamba kanjalo. And uthola ukuthi ngumnomo, there are people who use umnomo as a surname being Zulus. So that's how it works for us. But if I meet someone from Mnomo with a Mnomo surname, I could never date or marry that person. That is my brother, that is my sister. So yeah, that's how it works for us. Usethandana nomamtolo, usethandana nodadewethu ngingowakamzolo okusawumtolo engabe usathanda ezibongweni ezingaka umsele kuthandwa everywhere, I guess, guys. If they're saying umsele has lots of girlfriends, that means that he might possibly have a girlfriend from every surname that you can think of. And top say usually with reality shows they don't get paid the same depending on your following and your ability to pull in rating. It depends. That's possible. I don't know, Tops. That's possible. Hey, but together they would make a lot because I really do feel like that show brings in a lot. The way that everybody is interested. If you go on Facebook right now, they're discussing Uthando Nesthembu. Everywhere the newspaper article is talking about them. They really are like popular. So bye guys, I'm going to support Celia on is also live. Hey, it's unfortunate that I'm also live now. Joseph, please go and support. Ubabona ngekuthi bahe ku-Durban July, exactly. It's a business, Nomsi. That's why they go about Durban July, and at naledi siyazalana ngodlangamandla. The relatives here, sister Ndo, she was paid mangwabe period to continue with the madness. She might even have been paid more because she's the one that brings most of the drama. Mangwabe period to continue with the madness. She might even have been paid more because she's the one that brings most of the drama. Even the fact she's still angry at Ubaba Kamakumalu. Because it's like they resurrected that story from season 4, season 5, season 6, for them to still be angry about the gates that was opened by a child and closed by a child, and still be angry and having heated arguments about it. Honestly, I wouldn't blame people to think, see, they were just paid, to still to just react like they're still angry. Because, okay, guys, it looks like right now, if you think about it, it looks like right now in the season 6, uMakhumalo no Mangwabe do not get along because of the issue kababa kaMakhumalo. But then if you go on Sunday Sexy Love, what was happening? They were getting along. They were okay with each other. So are they acting, or they just decide sometimes to ignore the issues and act normal? We don't know, you guys. We don't know. So if people are saying they are acting, it's a possibility. We don't know. Sister Dando, oh yeah, she was paid. Okay, yeah, I did read that comment, you guys. Anyway, you guys, I don't know what else you want to discuss, but at the end of this episode, there was a preview from the next episode. Disappointing one, guys. There's a possibility that Usne is pregnant, because he said having a sit down with Umacele, and Umacele is asking her, when you are pregnant, what's happening with that? And she's denying that. You guys, I would be so disappointed if Sneh is pregnant, because remember, she already has 2 kids, and they were working with her dad on in getting her life on track, so that she can maybe do something with her life and be able to take care of her kids and all that. So, and she had said Guti, she broke up with her boyfriend. Remember last episode, she said she broke up with her boyfriend. So I would think that she was focused on that. I thought Guti, she was focused on that, getting her life back on track. They even had a driving lesson with her brother today, so I thought everything was working out. But yeah, there is a possibility that she's pregnant once again. I would be disappointed if she is, you guys. And yo, Sne, Nkosi yami, I nami uSne, I was like, yo, I so I don't know if that means that she got a new boyfriend, because she said she broke up with that boyfriend that was introduced to Baba Umselego last season, or she got back with him. She got back with the boyfriend. But yeah, it would be so disappointing for me to find that out ukuthi uSne. I'm just hoping like ukuthi it's not true ukuthi uSne is pregnant. Anyway, you guys, that's all the highlights that I wanted to talk about today. For those who like full reviews, I'm still going to go through the full review, scene by scene, on this episode, to talk about what happened in this episode, and then we will have a discussion in the comment section, you guys. But I'm enjoying the show, but I'm gonna start getting bored if we go to issue number 5. Really, it's a Quebec. I really thought it was going to be an episode or two, and then we were gonna move forward with other things, but it doesn't look that way. So hey, I don't know. So you're figuring in episode 12 with the story scan number 5. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. All 58 of you right now that are on. Thank you so much, guys. Please like before I go out, please like the stream. That helps a lot if you like the stream. And if you can share it, please share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.